Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about 2 key advantages to right side bend. Hey guys, Eric here at the Bethlehem Golf Club. I want to talk to you today about 2 key advantages to right side bend during your downswing. Now, before we dive into that, I want to make sure you guys are aware of CogornoGolf.com. CogornoGolf.com is our online community full of golfers like yourself and myself looking to improve. It's where you can send me your swing videos. It's where we can work together over the winter, which is so critical to improve for next year. As a member of Cogorno Golf, you get access to our Facebook group. That's where you can post your swing videos up. I will help you identify your main priorities, give you drills to do, and guide you through the process of improvement along with all of our other members. You also get access to all of our master classes, the practice section, the quick fix section, as well as the member library. I would love to work with you guys over the winter months. Check out CogornoGolf.com. We'll put a link in the description down below. All right, so let's talk about 2 key advantages to right side bend. Now, hopefully, right, through the past couple of years, you guys have an understanding with our videos or other videos that we want right side bend during the downswing. Right side bend being getting the right shoulder and right hip closer together without having the pelvis move excessively forward. Okay, it's a key movement that great players do for lots of different reasons. If you want to learn more about that particular part of right side bend, you can search my name in right side bend. You'll see previous videos. So this isn't about why we want right side bend macro, it's about some micro pieces. So during our downswing, we want right side bend. Now, why do we want that and what are 2 key things? And there are 2 key things. The first thing that right side bend does for you from the down the line angle, if I just kind of do some posing here for us, if I make a downswing, let's do a downswing example where there's no right side bend. That means during my downswing, I'm going to do my turn, but I'm not going to get my right shoulder closer to my right hip. And what I want you to key in on is what the shaft does. Here's me making a downswing with no right side bend. Okay, look at where that shaft is in space. Here's me making a downswing with right side bend. Now what happened to that shaft? I'll do that again. No right side bend with right side bend. So what happened? The angle that the shaft was on changed dramatically, did it not? No right side bend makes the shaft go out and steep. Right side bend in and of itself, if I didn't rotate at all, makes the shaft go shallow. So the first thing right side bend does for you is it's a shallowing motion of the shaft. Now in the initial phases of your downswing, really there's 2 key movements, macro, that you're going to do. You're going to have some amount of body rotation, right? You're going to turn some amount, and you're going to right side bend. Now you don't do either one by itself. You don't just turn, and you don't just right side bend. You blend your turn and right side bend together. So as I'm opening, my left shoulder staying lower, as I'm opening, my right shoulder and my right hip are getting closer together. That's what shallows out the shaft. So the initial part, for those of you guys that get too steep early, that's a key movement you want to check. Is, hey, do I have right side bend? If I'm someone who's too steep, am I just turning and the shaft getting vertical? And do I need to add some of that in? And as we mentioned in other videos, that's you feeling your right shoulder and right hip getting closer together as you start opening your chest and turning. Let's go ahead and just chip one here. So you're feeling that right side bend movement simultaneously as you're doing your turn component. We'll do one more. Right hip and right shoulder closer together. Again, this one's less about kind of drills to do, more about an understanding of what that feels like. I feel like my right shoulder's going down and my right hip's going up as my belt buckle and shirt buttons start pointing towards the target. Let's go ahead and do one more. So right side bend as you turn will be the starting point. The key there is to shallow the shaft. Now, there's one other key thing in terms of right side bend. This is how you can really tell whether you have it or not, and I'll show you that in a second. So how you really know whether you have right side bend or not is from the face on angle. And the easiest way to tell that is the head motion, meaning, let me show you those 2 examples again. If I went up to the top of my swing, and again, we have 2 things, we turn and we side bend. Let's imagine I went up to the top of my swing and I had no right side bend during my downswing and I just turned. Watch what happens to my head. Where does it go? It goes forward towards the target too much. Now, as that's too far forward, you'll see from down the line, the shaft's too steep. Now, if I did it correctly, I'm turning with right side bend. My head stays where? In the circle. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit of down and forward, but it stays pretty much centered and the shaft shallows. That's the key, the whole purpose of right side bend. You stay centered in the circle and still are able to shallow the shaft. If I had no right side bend, I'd be here. If I had too much right side bend, my head goes back, right? So from face on, no side bend, my head goes forward as I turn. If I have too much side bend, my head goes back. So on the contrary, if you're watching yourself, you draw the old circle around your head and you're hitting iron shots and you're like, whoa, my head's working back too far, I'm hitting fats and thins, you have too much right side bend. You need to feel like you have no right side bend. If you watch yourself from face on and your head goes too far forward of the circle, you've got no right side bend. You need to feel like you have a bunch of it. So you're always just trying to find middle, drawing a circle around your head, and watching our videos. If you search my name in centered head and why the pros hit their irons so good in irons versus driver, you'll see some videos we use of players and how with the irons, if you draw the head around the circle, they stay pretty much in it, and then they go just slightly down and forward and recenter. And that recentering is that right side bend. So again, what you're feeling there is that little right side crunch as you begin your downswing along with the rotation. Add some, take some out as needed, but that's really what you're seeing if your head starts moving forward. The benefits of that are a more shallow shaft, better contact, shallower angle of approach, ability to rotate better, et cetera, et cetera. So just wanted to really explain some of the micro benefits of right side bend. If you guys have any questions on this, as always, leave a comment down below. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you liked the video, do us a favor, click the like button down below. Click the notification bell. Also, please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.